welcome back. I am Vy Pham Haq, a U.S. Attorney for Immigration Global. Today we will be talking about F1 visa, which is a student visa. But there are two other types of visa as well, which we are not discussing today, but it's an M1 visa and a J1 visa. So let's go on to the F1 visa. So for the F1 visa, there are a couple things that you need to do first before you go to a university. And number one is that you need to get your English proficiency score. Number two is that once you get that score, decide which university you like, apply for those universities. I personally always recommend my client to apply to multiple schools to see which one you like. So at least, you have choices. So once you get accepted to a university, congratulations, that's awesome. So they're gonna send you an I-20. An I-20, once you get that I-20, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pay for the service payment, which is an I-901. Once you get that, what you wanna do is you want to look up to see which embassy or consulate that you want to be interviewed at. For example, in Vietnam, you have two choices, either Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. Pick one, and once you pick an embassy or a consulate that you want to be interviewed at, you're gonna complete your DS-160. Once you complete your DS-160, make sure that you pay for that. It's called visa payment, so pay for that. Oh, I forgot to say that when you apply for a university, that you have to provide their bank statements, right? So that the university know that you're able to pay for their tuition. For example, if a university costs $10,000, I would recommend that you guys have in the bank at least $15,000 to $20,000. And the reason why is that you need to make sure that you consider accommodations closed, because depends on which university you pick. The weather could affect you, transportation, food. So you want to make sure that you have enough in your bank. So I would say 15 to 20,000 would be sufficient. Okay, once you get all those things done, your interview, please make sure that you practice your interview before. And the reason why is that we're nervous already, right? Once you go for an interview, especially at the consulate. You really want to go university. You really want them to approve your visa. So you tend to get nervous. When you get nervous, you tend to blabber on. So make sure you practice first and make sure that your answers are very concise. If they ask you something, answer it. Don't go in 5 different directions. Ask, answer. Ask, answer. That's it. Short and sweet. And make sure that obviously bring your passport and make sure that your passport at least 6 months valid. Okay, so that's kind of a little, procedures, but, give us a call. Our contact is underneath if you have any other concerns. And I know that I probably went a little bit too fast on those steps, but don't worry about it. Just give us a call and, I'll do more consultation. So once you get your visa, people often ask that, let's say, I'm in America already. I'm on a B2 visa. Remember, we'll talk about that the last session is about the B2 visa. Or if not the last session, just, click on it, review the B2, the visiting visa that I spoke about before. If I'm, in America under a B2 visa, what should I do? Can I change it to F1? Absolutely. You can change a student visa from the B2 visa. But to make sure, again, is that you have to make sure that you change your status before your B2 visa expired. Very, very, very important. And also, another question is, if I have a spouse or a minor, child, can they come with me? The answer is absolutely yes. They would go under what is called an F2 visa. And then, okay, I'm in America. This is great. Can I work? Because it's pretty expensive in America, right? And, your tuition is not that cheap either. So you kind of want to get some kind of income to supplement your tuition money. But no, the first year is that you cannot work. So again, first year you cannot work. Second year, absolutely you can work, but you can only work 20 hours a week, which is called part-time in America. So you have two options. One option is that you can work at the university or on campus. And number two is that you can work outside of university. But only caveat is that you have to work in a field that related to what you're studying. So the job has to be related to what you study. For example, I study law. So if I were a foreign student, I have to work in a field that related to my law studies. But let's say if I was minor in psychology, I can work at a place that's related to psychology, so which is fine. So yes, you can work, but make sure that in the related to what you're studying. And another question is, if I'm at University A, but it didn't fit me, it wasn't what I thought. Now that I'm on campus, I don't really like it. Can I change to University B? Absolutely, you can change to that university. But just to make sure that you let your DSO know, designated school officer know. The short answer is yes, you can change from University A to University B. And also, it's like I'm at university already. How long is my visa good for? How long is my F1 visa good for? It all depends. It depends on what you're studying. It depends on how long you study. So it's all relative. So it all depends on your studying. I think the most important question and most often I get is, I graduated. I'm so happy here in America. I love United States. I want to stay longer. What can I do? So you have a couple options actually. One option is that if you get a bachelor degree, you can go on and get your master's, right? But let's say you already have your master's degree. What do I do? So you can have another master's degree, right? If you want to. So if you don't want to, you can go and get your PhD. So you can continue your studying as long as you want, obviously. And other option, what you can do is you can get, so after your graduation, you have what is called OPT, and you can have STEM OPT. It's optional training. So you can do that. So for OPT, you only have 12 months, which is a year. For STEM, STEM OPT, is that you actually have 17 months. And what is STEM, right? STEM is S is for science, T is for technology, E is for engineering, M is for math. So those you have 17 months after your graduation. So basically you have 17 months before and then try to find a permanent job if you can't. The thing I always say is prepare. So let's say you're graduating in May. This is December already. Start early, to see what the potentials out there for you to get a job and stay in America. So I know it's been really fast. I know it's a lot of information to digest. But if you have any other questions, concerns, give us a call, contact us, and I'll be more than happy to speak with you guys. Or, if you have any comments, write below and we'll try to answer it as soon as possible. Thank you so much for listening to me, and you guys have a great day. See you next time.